Hi guys, Merry Christmas and welcome to episode 6 of Film Production 101. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, today we are going to be looking at numbers, the number of crew and cast we're going to have. That's going to be needed so that we can book hotels and we can book our food. And we're also going to list a few of the extra things that we're going to need, which we'll be looking into in a later episode. Well, first off, what I want to do, I'm just going to explain a couple of things here. I've actually made a couple of changes to the sheet. As you can see here, I've actually hourly rate for all the cast, for all the crew. So we've got an hourly rate and a daily rate. And I've also added a couple of additional crew members. We have the facilities manager, who's going to be in charge of making sure that all the caravans and the vehicles are clean. And his assistant who's going to help him out. I've also removed a couple of the runners and assistants. As you can see, we only have 2 runners here now, and the director only has 1 assistant. I'm probably going to do the same with the second camera assistant. In fact, I'll do that now. So we've got the camera assistant, and the reason for that is to save money. The whole process about this now, from this point on, it's going to be about saving money. So things are going to be cut, things are going to be changed, things are going to be altered. But I've also set up here for the cast and crew, or for the cast, 200 additional hours of work at £15 an hour for 3,000. So if it's needed, we can go an extra 200 hours for the cast and crew. Okay, so we've got the shooting schedule, we've got the cast and crew set up, we know all the wages. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to daily numbers. Now this is to give us an idea of how many people we're going to have on set during the day in cast and crew, and how many people we're going to have overnight. Now the overnight is going to be for hotels, and the day is going to be for our food suppliers. Okay, so basically we need to work it out. Now over the days we're going to have all the cast and crew on site, so we're going to have to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 crew members per day. Okay, so we're going to have 23 crew members every single day. Okay, now the stunt coordinator is going to be on site, but he's not going to be used as much. So I'll work out the exact day he's not going to be on site. But everybody else is going to be on site for the entire schedule. So we can take that number and we can multiply that all the way through, because we know there's going to be 23 crew every day. Okay. Now for the cast, we need to work out what who's in on a daily basis. Okay. So we've got Joan, Philip and Darren in on this day. So that's 3. Okay, so on day 1, we've got 3 casting. Okay, so day 2, we've got 2 casting. Day 3, we've got 3 casting. So that's 2, 3, and then 2 again. Okay, so this is going to be simple enough. We're just going to add them, 2, 3 and 2. So day 4 we've got 2 in. So day 5 we've got 2 in. Day 6 we've got 3 in. Day 7 we've got 2 in. So that's 2, 3, 2 once again. 2, 3, 2. Okay. Then we've got 2, 3, 3. So it's 2, 3, 3. Then we've got 3, 3, 2. So we change that, 3, 3, 2. Then we've got 3, 3, 3, 5. So there's 5 on that day. So 3, 3, 3 and 5. 3, 3, 3 and 5. And then we've got 3, 3, 2 to day 21. So 3, 3, 2. We're on day 21 now. That's it. No, I've done something wrong here because there should be 2 on day 21. So there should be 2 on 21. So we start that again. Made a mistake. Okay, so we have to start again and do it. Oh, hang on, I see why, because 5 and 6 are the same. 5 and 6 are the same day, so there's 2 on each of them. So I can put that back. 5 and 6 are exactly the same. So if I insert a row there just for the moment, and we put that, 5 and 6 are the same. I'm going to copy all of them. I'm going to chop up 1. Go back to normal. Right, delete that row. Right, so we're back to normal. We're on day 22. So we scroll down to day 22 is 5. But not forgetting some of these are multiples, so we'll look at that in a minute. That's 4, so it's 5, 4, 2. 5, 4, 2. That's that one. And then we've got 3, 4, 4. So 3, 4, 4. And we've got 2, 2, 2, 1. So 31 is 1. So we should have 2, 2, 2, 1. And that should be 31. Yep. Right. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Right. Now what we need to do, go back to the top. And I'm just going to put in the freeze frame here, so I can work out how to do it. No, that was wrong. Undo that. Put in there. Right, there we go. Right, so crowd of enthusiasts first. So we'll go down the list and find out when we've got the crowd of enthusiasts in. That's day 23 and there's 15 of them. So we've got another 15, which means 14 for day 23. Is it 23? Yeah. So we're going to add 14 to day 23, which makes 18. Okay. John, Young Man, Billy, Black Tie Waiters. There's 2 of them. So now we need to find out what day they're in. They're in on 22. So we need to add an additional 1 for 22. That's 6. Okay. Drivers for heavy traffic. I haven't decided how many of them we want. 2 master intruders, so that needs an additional 1. Find out where they are. They're there. So that's day 12. So on day 12 we've got an additional 1. And then we've got this one, which is day 13, and day 18, and day 27. 13, 18 and 27 is an additional 1, so that's 4 there, 6 there, and 5 there. And that is it by the drivers for heavy traffic. So if we'll use the 15, no, we'll use 10, we'll put 10 in, 10 drivers for heavy traffic. Okay, so we're going to have to change the price for them as well. So we find them, they're there, so it's 27. So we need another 9 to 27, so that's 14. Okay, now the crew and cast wage we're going to have to add drivers for heavy traffic. We have to add times that by 10, which will give us the price for 10 of them. Okay, so that's that. So that's the daily numbers. That's how many cast we have per day and how many crew we have per day. Now we need to do the night. So we're going to have all our crew every night. Okay, so that's at least 23. And as for cast, the main ones that we're going to have are, we're going to have Joan, who's going to be 1, 2, right, hang on, go back to the top. We'll have Joan in 1, 2, 3, well actually we just have a look at, Joan's in for 30 days. Okay, and that doesn't include them 3. So it doesn't include 30, 31 and 32. So Joan's in for every day about 30, 31 and 32. But we'll probably just book her in anyway. Right, so got Joan, Billy. Billy's in 1, 2, 3, 3 days, 4 days. So Billy's in from the 30th to the 33rd. So from the 30th to the 33rd is Billy. And then he's also in 22nd and 23rd. So we book it in for them as well. 22nd and 23rd. Right, that's Billy done. Malika's only in for 1 day, so she doesn't need it. Philip. Now Philip is in for 23 days. So he's in almost every day. Check 2, 3. He's off 3 days there, so 21 to 23 he's not in. So we can put him in. To there. And then he's back in again. The singles I'm not going to bother about. He's off 3 days. Right, and he's not in 30, 31, 32, 33. So he's not in from there. Really? Right, so he's in from the 24th, but he's not in the 30th. So from the 24th, he's not in the 30th. Right, so that's Philip done. Darren is next. So we'll go up and we'll see when Darren's in. Darren's in the first one, but that's alright. So day 1. and he's in day 3, day 5 and 6, day 7, day 10. So he's in from day 1 to day 7, and then he's in day 10. He's not in 12, 13, 14. So he's in 2 days and then he's off till 14. So, hang on. Work this out. Where is he? Where am I at? Daily numbers, right. 11 was the last one I put him in, I think. 10, 11. That's when he's in. Darren. Right. So 12, 13 and 14 he's not in. So he's back on the 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So he's back on until 21 from the 15th. So 15 to 21 he's in. So we can go down to 15. 21. Right. Highlight him again. 22, 23, 24 he's off. 24. Right, so he's back in 25, 26 for 2 days. 25 and 26. So he's back in then. And then he's not in. Then he's done. Right? And then everybody else just singles. Right, so these are our figures. Okay, so I want to insert columns before them. I don't know what they're coloured. Right, so these you just need to sum up them two. Tells us how many people are actually taking part in the day, and this one will be how many people are sleeping. Okay, so we know how many people are going to be sleeping, so we need to book hotels for all of these, and this is the amount of food we're going to need. Okay, food for 900 people, sleeping for 865 people. Okay, now we're going to need this because this helps us figure out figures that we're going to look at in a bit. So we've got the wages, we've got the shooting schedule, we've got the daily numbers of crew and cast. And what we're going to do now, we're going to work on additional needs. What do we need, right? So we take into account facilities. Now this is equipment that we're going to have on site for people to use. Okay, so we're going to need a 4-way. Now, for those that don't know, a 4-way is a caravan that has 4 separate compartments where 4 different members of cast can actually sit and relax before they go out on film. So we want a production trailer. Now that's like a little office, and that will contain 2 rooms for the production staff. We're going to need a generator. We're going to need I've left some space here, wastewater container. We're going to need a freshwater container. We're going to need a fuel container. And we're going to need some toilets. And we're going to need a costume / makeup trailer. So these are all things that we're going to need for the filming. Okay. We'll just think of anything else that we're going to need for them. We are going to need vehicles, so right, transport. Okay, so we're just going to add all the stuff that we need to get. So 2 minibuses. Now that'll transfer the people across. We're going to need a some sort of trailer transport, so a vehicle to pull all these trailers. Okay, the food van, but that's going to be a food company, so there's going to be a company we're going to hire to provide the food for everyone. Let me think, what have we got? Got all the stuff for the thingy. For now, we're going to need E&O insurance. So these are all the things that we're going to, over the next week, we're going to have to call and get prices. Now I'm going to do that myself, and when I come back next week, our next episode, I'll have all the prices sorted out. But what you want to do is when, for example, you call these companies and ask them, you want them to produce you a full quote, because you're going to need that in your production plan. So when I call up to inquire about 2 minibuses to see how much it's going to cost, I'm going to get a full quote off them for 2 minibuses over the period of time we need them. And that way, when I add that to my production plan, everything is there, and I can say, right, this is the cost for that, this is the cost for that, this is the cost for this. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I can add to that. There probably will be, and I will let you know in the next episode. But for now, that's about it. And yes, we're going to need to sort out the hotel as well. So we're going to have to contact hotels, find out how much it's going to cost to hire the rooms. Now, if you speak to a hotel and you say, listen, we're going to need 865 rooms over a period of 42 days, you'll be able to get a great deal with them. You probably won't have to pay the full price. Food companies, I do know it's about roughly £25 per person per day, but I will get a quote for that, so we can look into it. These are generally around about £100 to £150 a week, but until I get the quote, as I say, I won't know. So there's a lot of things that we need to work out. The fuel, for example, we're going to be looking at 1,000 to 2,000 for fuel over the month. So there's a lot of things that you need to look into, and we'll look into that later on. I will spend some time over the next couple of weeks investigating all these prices, so we can get all the prices sorted out. And then when we get all the prices sorted out, we can start working on the actual budget itself. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a good Christmas.